Let's talk about 3 different ways that James Harden creates space off of a through partial step. Now, a lot of people confuse what a through means. Let's define it. A through means that either 1 or 2 of my feet are going to have to stay anchored to the ground, which means they do not move. This is a through where both my feet are anchored, or one foot has to stay anchored here, my left foot would stay anchored, and this would be my partial step here where I'm going through my legs. So we see James Harden use this a lot where he anchors one leg here, this is my through, and he basically attacks his defender and he tries to freeze them or make them have a reaction out of this partial step. This quick step here allows him to read the defender. And what he does is he doesn't try to create a lot of space. He understands that if he creates space on a diagonal basis here, then he's going to be able to allow himself to get a free shot because the defender is not going to be able to lean themselves this way after he partial steps and then come back to contest. Now the first one that he uses is he uses this top leg here to create space, and he just basically retreats this leg back to the 3-point line or back into space, the one he created it. So he'll go through, partial step, and if that defender starts backing up or changes his stance, then he'll take this space that he created and he'll keep his space just by replacing that top foot from the through. Anchor my left foot, partial step. Anchor my left foot, partial step. The second footwork he uses is more of a step back. So he goes through his same through, anchor his left leg. He goes forward with the partial step with his right leg. But what he does is he loads up on this leg here. If he doesn't receive as much space as he likes, then he opens up this back leg to create more of a step back and pushes himself to the side to create at least probably like a foot more space. So again, when you go to this through partial step to the step back, you're going to anchor that one foot. You're going to take your step towards that defender and load up on this leg here, push off of this top leg, and create space going to the opposite side. The last option that he uses is a through partial step to a touch step back. So now, your step back means that whatever foot that you plant on, you land on your opposite foot first. So before he lands on his opposite foot, instead of loading up on that leg like we did previously on that loaded step back, what he does is he taps his right foot and brings it in the air just to create a little bit momentum from the impact of the ground. And then he goes into his opposite foot step first, and then his ball side foot comes underneath for that shot, for that step back, okay? So he'll take his leg, he'll go anchored, he's gonna go through, he'll lift as the ball's coming through. I have to make sure I float the basketball. I don't want to put the ball back down. I do not want to pick the ball up early. So as I go through, I have to let the ball float in the air on that right foot skip or that touch. As soon as my foot hits the ground, I have to then push back off that foot, creating that impact. My pickup for the step back happens on my left foot, and then I retreat back to my right foot. Partial skip, pick up on left. Let that ball float. Partial float, pick up on left.